Welcome to another edition of Draw With Me Kids. It's episode 108, Foxes and Wolves. Wait. Oh, we have a very own little fox here. Hi, Miss Rainbow's the fox. I hope you're ready to draw some foxes and some wolves with us and play a brand new trivia game called Who Am I? Grab your pens, pencils, and papers, and erasers. Let's go! Miss Rainbows is breaking her page up into panels for her comic book. And I am going to start first with the trivia, and then we'll get into some differences between foxes and wolves to help you draw your own foxes and wolves. First off, we're going to play the Who Am I game. And as I said at the beginning, it is either a fox, a wolf, or both. And you get to answer fox, wolf, or both to my statements. I am an omnivore. Is that a fox, a wolf, or both? I am an omnivore. And if anybody doesn't know what omnivore means, Miss Rainbows, can you explain it?
An omnivore is an animal that eats plants and it eats meat. Like, we're omnivores because we eat plants and we eat meat.
Correct. So if you're drawing a fox, and we'll do little foxes, we'll do a page section over here. If you're doing a fox from the side or from the front, one of the things that makes a fox different from a wolf in drawing is the shape of its snout. I tend to think of foxes having more of a triangular snout, so like a rounded edge in the bottom. That's how I would start fox from the front or fox from the side. More of a triangular snout like that. Whereas a wolf, I would consider drawing the snout just a little bit more like a trapezoid. So a little bit more flat like that from the front. I have a fairly long snout like a fox. And from the side, it might look something more like that. So it's a bit of a triangle, but that's sort of how I make the difference in my mind about what a fox and a wolf would look like different. So let's start drawing the fox from the front. I started with a rounded triangle, and I'm making a little nose there. I imagine for a cartoony fox, I would do two sort of leaf-like patterns on the side. And I draw my circle for the head there. Just so it's a pattern, so I know where it is. And there's my cheeky fluff. And then two triangles for the ears. Oh, there's our 2-minute timer. Beep, beep, beep. I have it quiet today. That's okay. One less thing for Miss Rainbows to have to worry about over on the computer. So, what am I, or who am I? I am an omnivore. Is that a fox, a wolf, or both? What do you think, Miss Rainbows?
Both.
You think it's both?
Because neither of them, a lot of people think neither of them eat plants, but I think they both eat plants.
Ah, that's a very good guess. It's actually fox, because wolves mostly eat meat, and I don't think there's many plants that they do eat. They might have like grass to calm their tummy, but their primary diet is meat. Whereas a fox will eat berries and fruits and veggies if they can find them. But they also like to eat small rodents and birds and things like that. They can catch them. So they're omnivores. I think that your logic is very good, though, Miss Rainbows. Both was a pretty good answer. So I make my circle eyes for my cartoon fox, but if you're looking to do something a little bit more realistic for your fox face, you might want to do more like an almond shape, so make it like that, which is sort of like a teardrop on its side. And then because of the coloring of a fox, let's just do this a little bit more like that. Coloring of a fox, I do this. I follow the line of the fuzz there and do a triangle there, and that will help me with the coloring of the fox. Here, I'll just do that shape there. So it's sort of more of a triangle on the side. Do the coloring of them. And you can do a triangle on the inside for the interior ears. And then just sort of color those eyes in with just a little tiny bit of light reflection coming off of them.
Can I rotate something that I...
Yeah, you can. And maybe I'll take that nose. I'm going to change that nose because I realize this isn't really a good... Put the mouth there so you can see the mouth, and put the nose just a little bit more like that.
Photoshop is frozen.
Photoshop is frozen. Give them a moment. If you're rotating something or moving something, Photoshop doesn't always like it. There we go. There's the triangle, and then put the nose up a bit. So yeah, this is how I would sort of make a quick fox face. Is I put a little pointy, or I make this just a singular fluff that's very close together, very sleek. And that would be my fox. And if you're doing a fox, you can maybe, your fox has dark ears for its face, around its face. Maybe not. But this would be white and this would be orange. We'll do that in a second. For a wolf, I think of more like a square or a rectangular jaw. Might make it just a bit wider there. And it's got a very similar form factor. Except you want to make closer to the nose sort of a curve, and a curve here, triangle, sort of curved triangle bit, and it's like that. This is its fluffy tuft. It's got a lot more around the snout. And then sort of similar to, you can make gradients if you want. Draw your circle around. I should have given myself a little more space here. For its head, triangles for its ears. And then I like giving my wolves just a little bit more of a flat line that gives them a bit more of that piercing menace look if you're doing that. And give them their nose. This is just a quick cartoon wolf. I'll do a better wolf in a sec here. So I find I do the more shaggy side to these guys because I always find that gives them that sort of rough look. And I like to do a good sort of mane or tuft on their neck. I made that really stretchy. I'm sitting far away. This is a very elongated nose. Sorry, folks. Let me try that again. So I do still pretty up there, but get closer to my page so I can see what's going down. I might make the wolf eyes there and there. The foreheads and then there. So that's a really quick way to do a wolf face, and then I'd have this nice neck piece that would come out to give him that shaggy. The fox, I would have less of a neck piece that would show. So second trivia question, who am I? I am a canine. Fox, wolf, or both? I am a canine. This is sort of how canine. Yeah, sort of dogs are canines as well. So yeah, I'd sort of do that kind of nose, and then I'd put the mouth kind of more like this for a fox. And a wolf, I would kind of have more of a sort of triangle nose, snout, like that. And that's sort of how I might consider doing from a side the different ways of drawing a fox or a wolf. That's just like cartoony. So I'm going to make my own fox and my own wolf over here instead of sort of that version. Using, again, the simple shape of a triangle with a rounded point, more for the fox, and something like a trapezoid shape for the wolf. I'm going to go over here and do some friends based off of that. If you look at some dogs and their pointy ears and whatnot, you're looking at the relative of a wolf. So we know at least the question is at least wolf. And there's my trapezoid shape. Will give me the plot to how to do my nose for my guy. So, I am a canine, fox, wolf, or both. What do you think, Miss Rainbows?
Wolf.
Wolf. I did mention that the wolves look like dogs, but guess what? Foxes are canines too. It's both. It's both.
I didn't think they were.
Yeah, believe it or not, they are canines. So one of the things I like to do if I'm doing a dog-like shape or a wolf-like shape, I like to give that roundness, and we'll put some fur into them in a sec. Shoulders would be about here. And this would be the sort of ruff that wolves usually have. I like to do just a teeny parallel line to get that ear. I might just go like that instead. Let's not exaggerate it too much. And you think this is the face. And then from the side you might have less of that look. Maybe more like this. And closer together, more like that. So just two little wedges, two little quarter circles for eyes. And give them a white snout here. So for me, it's all about giving this fur some shagginess for a wolf. All right, your next question is, my babies are called pups. My babies are called pups. Am I a wolf, a fox, or both? I feel like I'm doing something weird with the eyes. Maybe here I wouldn't do it wedge shape as much. I would sort of Let the snout take it there. And here I would do more of a wedge shape there.
And my rabbit looks like a capybara with big ears.
Capybara with big ears? I love your rabbit. My bunny is cute. I personally get asked to draw lots of wolves, and I guess with a little bit of time, I find it easier to draw with a little bit of time and patience, because wolves can be like, you know what a dog looks like, but wolves have to have a bit of that wilder look to them. And sometimes I find that hard to obtain. Hard to obtain. That's right. That's what I'm going for. That's the word I'm going for. So the answer to my babies are called pups. Am I a fox, a wolf, or both?
Wolf.
Wolf, Miss Rainbow says with much confidence. Miss Rainbow's, you are correct. It is a wolf. I am a wolf. Babies are called pups.
Fox babies are called kits.
That's right. Fox babies are called kits or kittens, which is why knowing that they're both canines might have been a confusing question to put before. All right, are you ready? For the next one. Many of my species are endangered. Many of my species are endangered. Am I a wolf, a fox? Somebody's doing there. Come on. Am I a wolf, a fox, or both? Many of my species are endangered. A wolf, a fox, or both? Like a fox might be about this size here. They're sort of smaller. Maybe I'll make this fella. Like I mentioned over here, if you can still see it, it's a pointy triangle piece that gives that, and then closer, cleaner tufts, and shaggy looking and bigger. It kind of gives you that wolf look. Ms. Rainbows is looking up some wolf coloring and stuff. She's getting right into it. That's always good. If you have a type of animal that you want to draw, or type of creature you want to draw, absolutely use references if you want. That's okay to take a close look and see what shapes you recognize. Oh, my watch is, it's going to give me the countdown. Yep. My watch is telling me though, go charge it. So, many of my species are endangered. Is it wolf, fox, or both? What do you think, Miss Rainbows?
Both.
Think both of them? You'd be right. Because of our moving in on their habitat. Foxes, red foxes, Arctic foxes were hunted for their pelts because of their beautiful red color or their beautiful white color and soft tails. We've done a bit of a number on different species of fox and wolves, and they need some help. Anytime you want to make something scraggly, just do some jaggedy lines around the edges of your lines. And that can make it look scraggly. I have recently seen a fox running in a field nearby. It's rather cute. All right, I've got some more questions. I'll keep going. I'm asked often about what I say. Am I a fox, a wolf, or both? This is a bit of a funny question.
I know it.
You know this one? You know this one? So there you go. I did this one as a triangle shape, rounded nose, triangle shape. I could make that one a little longer just to give them. And here's my almond shaped eyes. Kind of like to take a half circle on that one.
I broke it.
You broke it. What did you do? What did you do?
I didn't save it.
Oh, you're there. It's still there. Still there. That's fine. Everything's fine, Miss Rainbows. Everything's fine. Save before anything happens again. There you go. There you go. So I'm often asked what I say. Am I a fox? Am I a wolf, or both? Sorry, let's just make that sleek pattern right here. A little less shaggy, but there it is. And usually their coloring is right there. I sort of got this guy kind of half turning to look at his friend. Well, I find that while they have a nice furry coat, foxes, I should say. Oh, goodness. What am I drawing right now? I'm drawing. He's got a little bit of a tuft there, but there's the shoulder. Should put that right there. Okay, this is a very quick sketch of a fox and a wolf, so.
Found a perfect picture of a fox.
You found a perfect picture of a fox.
Looks exactly how I want to make my fox look.
Good. I'm using some references. Miss Rainbows is using some references. That's good. It's always good. Practice looking at references, practice looking at your world, and seeing if what shapes you can recognize in them. Oh, I will not have time or space to do his big floofy tail. I'll put it right here. And wolves, some wolves, not all wolves, but some wolves have those distinctive, almost like black clubs that they have as their feet. And their tails are sort of a blend of black and orange. They remind me very much of a red panda, which is a creature we've done before. And if you're coloring a fox, I don't actually have any orange, do I? I have to go over here and get my tangerine. So, I'm often asked what I say. Has anybody ever heard the song?
What does the fox say?
Yep. So, as a joke, that band did it as a joke, that song, to see. Oops, I might have almost put a little bit of orange fluff. See if they can make a hit song out of nonsense, and that is their song, is What Does the Fox Say? But yes, the answer is fox for that one. My last trivia question. I prefer packs rather than being alone. I prefer packs rather than being alone. Am I a fox, a wolf, or both? So you can make an Arctic fox, which would have a different sort of snout area too. They look a little bit more, wolf-like, I find Arctic foxes. But they're also, now, I don't know.
I've had a friend see a picture of an Arctic fox and go, I like that wolf.
Yeah, well, there you go.
And I just lost my mind because it's not a wolf.
They're much more, their snouts are a little bit more wide, which is what I think gives the difference of the characteristics between foxes and wolves, is the snout. Often you'll see the snout. And they're both canines, so they both have doggy-like characteristics. I find that wolves, or foxes in general, have a bit more of a elegant feline aspect to them, even though they're canines. There's just sort of attitude and thing about them that makes me think more of a cat. It's not because they're related to a cat. Maybe I'll do that for this one. So, whereas like a wolf, there's no mistaking that there is a relation to many dog breeds. There's no question. No question. When you look at a wolf. And they just look wild and like powerful. I don't know, there's something about a wolf I think just looks, they look like they're strong. So, the answer to the last question of I prefer packs rather than going alone. Which one of these, or both of them, is it?
Wolf.
Wolf, yes. Wolves like to hunt or live in packs, whereas foxes tend to, well, they like small groups, but tend to like to have small family groups or live alone. There should be a knee in there somewhere, but I made this little fellow a little too close. That's okay. So that is the main differences between foxes and wolves. Size, some of the names that we call them. We in Canada are lucky to have both kind of species. We've got timber wolves, we've got gray wolves, we've got red foxes, we've got Arctic foxes. You should never want to take a wolf or a fox and tame them and put them into your family. Some people do, and not because they're, trying to buck what's good for the animals or not, but sometimes rescues adopt wolves or foxes. We follow Juniper, right?
Yeah.
The fox who's lives with humans and is house trained of sorts. But they're not domesticated. They're wild, and they should have their own environment and live in their own environment if they can. I'm going to add some more grays and stuff, because what I love about wolves is that just pretty much every color you can imagine is in browns and grays and taupes and stuff is in their fur. It looks really cool. Whites. I'm going to give this guy a big white mane. Oh, look at this comic. Would you like to share it with everybody? Fenny? Is this a wolf?
Fox.
It's a fox. It's a fox coming in. Aw, you're a little rabbit. Hey, you. Who are you? You're not a fox. I am a wolf, small little fox. Don't hurt Cookie. What? Where Bunny? He my buddy. Huh? Fluffy, Fanny. Oh my gosh. Wolfie, Foxy. Everybody's friends!
Yay.
Everybody's friends!
Fennec Fox. And this is weird little dude. This little guy.
Aw, yeah.
On the bottom of his picture.
Yep.
Looks adorable, and that's
what you were going for your Fennec Fox. I think you did a really good job.
Next to him.
Yeah?
Here. Just next to him. I'm gonna put his paws in it.
Paws. That's super cool. Well done, Miss Rainbows. You did a whole comic page in our 40 minutes of doing work together. Almost 50. That's great. I'm so proud of you. Thanks for watching Draw With Me Kids, episode 108, Foxes and Wolves. We hope you had fun answering the new trivia format. It's probably going to be just for today. And drawing your own wolves and foxes. Maybe you did a comic strip like Miss Rainbow's here. Maybe you just drew a portrait like I did. Whatever you did, we hope you had a good time.
Yay!
And don't forget,
if you enjoyed, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share the video with all your friends. That way, nobody misses Child Me Kids Edition ever again.
Yay. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week with a Rainforest special. Toucans!
Yeah.
Until then, bye.
Bye.